Well, there she is. I pretty much went right ahead and got the ship I wanted. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Look at that, baby. It's a really nice background here. This is the USS Massachusetts. You may have seen this before. It looks just like my USS Alabama. Now, the flag that she's flying here, that's the challenge flag that you get when you finish the mission for the ship. And Wargamer was nice enough to make it all in either standard or AI. And I mostly play AI, so that it was just an easy thing to go out and pound out like 10 to 15 missions. Some missions good, some missions bad. The good ones we yield 3 ships sunk. So this is an interesting ship because it's a ship that I've actually been on. It's a museum ship in Fall River, Massachusetts, in a place called Battleship Cove. If you're on Facebook, you can look it up on Facebook. And I've actually been in that turret. You can get in through the back, underneath. Can't really see. Doesn't go below that low in the camera. But at the very back of the turret, underneath, there's a hatch. And you can get in that hatch and go in and look at the guns on the inside and look at the different ways that they use, and there's like little periscopes that are on the side of the turret, so that not only they could, in a pinch, they could operate the turrets independently if for some reason, damage caused by getting hit by enemy ordnance would sever the line or something between the two. They could still, if the turret could still move and the guns could still fire, they could independently operate the turrets. But it was better that they were under fire control, which would then coordinate with all of them, which would be these. There's 4 of those. Then that thing up there is also a firefighter radar. South Dakota class was an interesting class. It was built under the Treaty of Washington Naval Act of 1922, and it's 35,000 tons, and it's shorter than like the Iowa, and shorter than the North Carolina class, which there was 2 of those, and there was 4 of the South Dakota class. Now some people were calling for, let's, hey, bring out the South Dakota as well, but if you did, that center turret, right, it's not a turret, it's a mount. That center mount with the 5-inch guns would be gone, because the South Dakota, the original BB-57, was built as a flagship, so they needed the extra room that takes up, because it's not just that, it goes all the way down underneath the ship, and there's like a system of powder and shells that come up. It was hand-fed but power-rammed. Best gun in World War II. Most versatile gun. because nearly every ship had it, and nearly every ship would be firing the same type of ammo. These particular guns, the 1645s, are also on the North Carolina class. And that was the North Carolina BB-55 and BB-56 USS Washington. Another fantastic ship. It had a great record of almost like 0 damage. I mean, it took a round through their radar dish. That was it. And same with the Massachusetts. I mean, the reason they call this mission that you can do for this is called, what was it called? Never a Man Lost. Because they never literally lost anybody on the ship to the enemy. And they had a lot of action. They fought off of, in the Mediterranean, off of Casablanca. Well, I guess that's not in the Mediterranean, but Operation Torch. They were the lead battleship. They weren't the only battleship. I believe the Texas were there, but it was the only 16-inch gun. And they are also credited with firing the first and last 16-inch guns fired in anger. They fired the first shots at the Jean Bart at Casablanca, and then they fired the last shots at the home islands of Japan. Yeah, love this ship. Alright, well, what else do we got here? We have this ship, and now the reason I got the Massachusetts is because I finished the campaign early. Now you can see up in the corner there that I have 136. Now this because this milestone thing keeps happening over and over again even as I play. So it stopped at 120, and I literally bought my way that far because I wanted this ship, even though I have the Alabama. Now the other ship that came with it at level 50 of the campaign was this ship. This is a IGN cruiser, which is the Imperial Japanese Navy. World War II. It's okay. I mean, these little guns on the side here are the only secondaries you have, kinda. But they let it loose. And then these torps are just in this really nasty spot, so when you release them, you literally have to be given things broadside. But they have a really good range. I think these are 13 kilometers, and it's still a powerful shot. So it's if you get a good shot, it's great. And the guns aren't too bad. They reload pretty good. So that's the Yahagi. This ship is called the Gearing. Now, personally, if I had a choice, I would put a big old 850 on the front of that, and that would be the USS Joseph P. Kennedy, Jr., which is also a museum ship, ironically sitting right next to the USS Massachusetts in Fall River. So right now I have Halsey on it. He's a 16 little rank, Legendary 2 on it right there. I've seen other people put Dewey on it. I have Dewey, and he's up there as well. right now we got Halsey, and it's not a bad ship. It the torpedoes on it, the yield. I mean, 17.9. That almost would take out a ship. And the torpedo range, 16.5. That is. I've done a lot of research within the game just to see how far different ships were standardly getting for torpedo range. And the Japanese were in the lead of that at one point. And then I started seeing things in the 9 ranges with the Flint, and then this one, even though it's a rental and it's probably going to go away, and hopefully it's going to come back, because they are definitely starting to move above. I mean, these were built during World War II. They were one of several destroyers being built during World War II. Not just the Fletcher, not just the L&M Sumner, and the Gearing. There were other ones that were still being built. And this particular one is pretty good. I mean, it's got everything the Fletcher has. It's pretty much built on the same hull. But it's got these amazing torps. I mean, not bad on that. 37 knots, maximum speed, which is pretty good. 37 knots. And then I believe it might have booster. If it does, then it's going to go faster than that. The torpedoes, like I said, is good. Firing range in these guns, reload time, 2.8 for 6 538s, and they call it. Now that's incorrect. They're not Mark 38s. That might be what the mount is, but it's 127 millimeter Mark 12 guns, and then whatever the mod is for the mount. Like, for instance, if you see the mounts on the Massachusetts, it's not the same mount mod that's on the Iowa or the Gearing, because they gradually started improving them, and they're built slightly different. Same gun, but just the mount itself had a different mod to it. So that's incorrect. It's not a Mark 38. It's a Mark 12. It's always been a Mark 12. I think they incorrectly named it on the Alabama as well. But anyways, and then they added this thing here that you can check out the armor. But you don't have a lot of armor on a destroyer to begin with, and that's why they were all nicknamed tin cans, because that's pretty much what it was. It was a tin can with guns on it. But it isn't too bad. It's got two sets of 5 torps, and like I said, they go way out, like 16.5 or whatever kilometers. Alright, that's the Gearing. Everybody see that? Nice little American destroyer. We will be taking that out. This is another rental. This is supposed to be a British ship. I mean, it's obviously got the British flag. I had to use a British commander, but I couldn't really find any information on the guns as far as the size and stuff. I couldn't find, because I have this website where I can go to and look up any gun of any navy in the world, and yeah, that's it. The ship was supposed to either be designed or allegedly built, or originally designed to be built in 1949. That's what the number they give you in the review. But yeah, I can't find it. And what it turns out, compared to the Japanese guns, it's probably a 16.2. The Matsu is a 16.1, and in comparison with the millimeters, you know, it's going to be obvious if the millimeters are a little higher, then the gun's going to be, you know, a little bigger. But and this thing's a monster. I mean, it's got 12 guns, 12 big ass guns, and what I've been doing with it is, well, I've only been taking out, I think I've taken it out twice, but what I'd like to do with it is separate the two sets of guns. Don't fire them all at the same time. Unless I have a really, really sweet shot where it's going to pound another ship, then possibly. But it's better to fire, like, for instance... Oh, I don't have all the mods on it and everything. And that's the other thing is, it's a rental, but I have to pay for these mods that are going into this. I mean, I hope I'm getting these mods back when this rental is up. That'd be sweet. Do I have a flag? No, there's no flag. Can I mount that flag? Why would I mount that flag on a British ship? Huh. I wonder if it takes it off the other ship. That's just wrong. Why would I fly to Massachusetts on the Conqueror? Huh. Alright, let's go back to this one. Is it on there? Oh, it's still there. Wow. That is really odd. Huh. Alright. Alright, well, let's take that off of there. That's so funny. Alright, so the Conqueror, for their artillery, that's a 31 and a half seconds reload time. So if you fire the main 6 guns in the front, and then wait 15 seconds, and you wait for your reload time, and then fire the 6 in the back, that way you're only waiting 15 seconds for your reload. But you only have 6 guns to, you know, fire. But they're big guns. So that's a pretty good AP. 13,780. Haven't quite seen 14 unless it's in the Yamato, and there's some ships that you can't look up, even if you don't own them. Some ships you can look up even if you don't own them. But some ships like the Yamato and the Iowa, you have to be able to find them, and I can't. That doesn't show you enough in the bureau. But anyways, so maneuverability 27 knots, that's not bad, and concealment, and then the armor. Obviously it's going to have more armor on this thing than it did on the gearing, and it goes through each one. Armor groups, which means absolutely nothing to me, other than if I'm going to feel, you know, getting shot. See, so year of design, 1949. So instead of the other ship there, the Worcester, I would rather have the Des Moines. The Des Moines had automatic 855s. So that's the British ship, the Conqueror. It is a legendary ship, just like the gearing. Although the gearing, it did help in World War II. Don't get me wrong; it was a good ship. It did picket radar, which was not a fun thing to do at all, and it performed. I mean, it was a great ship. So wasn't the Sumner. So wasn't the Fletcher. Legendary? I would rather. I mean, I don't know what the thought was putting it into what would be going to be called legendary when you had started the game, but I would rather see the Fletcher be a legendary ship. And then the tree end with go through the Sumner and the Gearing. The destroyer tree thing there, the ship thing. Alright, now see, that's the other thing. Alright, let's go back to that. I think they made a mistake here. It says the project was notable for the 457mm main guns. And you go back to this, and it says the artillery is a 419mm 45 Mark II. Well, which is it? Is it the 4 point? Is it? That's a big difference between 419mm as opposed to 457mm. You know. All right. So let's get out of the Conqueror. Now the next ship is something I picked up because I had enough points to advance past the Wyoming. And this is the USS New York. And the New York was one of two battleships. This is a BB-34. One of two battleships. Then the other battleship is called the USS Texas. Now we still have the USS Texas. It's a museum ship in Texas. And it's a sweet gun. I mean, a sweet ship. It's the secondaries are nice. I mean, look at it. Got the two. What's going on? You can't really. I don't know if you're gonna see them. Oh yeah, you can see them. I think they're like 5-inch guns. Popular at the time with this type of ship. And then there was two there. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 up top. That's 8 broadside 5-inch, and then those 4 that are facing up are more for probably anti-aircraft, probably maybe 350s, maybe. They might be the same size as the other ones. So it's not bad. It's got a, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 14-inch guns. And again, this is something that you can stagger, so you're not, you know, waiting for reload, which I'll show you in a second what the reload is. So that is the New York class battleship, the USS New York. Alright, we'll look at her stats. Artillery, 30-second reload. Not a bad AP for a tier 4 battleship. And the secondaries, it's saying that they're all the same thing. Now again, that the 127mm Mark 7 that could refer to either the 551 or the 525, which were both 5-inch firing guns popular before the 538 really became real popular with battleships. And oh, that's my alarm going off. Oh, hey, how you doing? Thanks for letting me know it's noon. It's noon, guys. Alright, so it's 18 knots because it's an old battleship, probably built 19 something or other. I don't know, maybe I'll say in the armor. Yay. Does tell you how much ship is below the water, which is cool. It's a big old battleship. It was around during World War I. That's how old this thing is. It'll tell you in the review. Yeah, there you go. Entered service, 1914. Developed from the Wyoming class, in contrast to her predecessor, she featured reinforced armor and main batteries of larger caliber. When upgraded, she received reasonably good AA defense. Excuse me. AA defense and improved torpedo protection. Because as ships were being developed, they started realizing that aircraft could sink them. I'm not sure who it was. I want to say it was Billy Mitchell that proved that they could sink a battleship with a plane. And then suddenly everybody was like, well, now we got to do air defense. Everything's got to have a machine gun or something pointing up. And that's why some of the early stuff doesn't have a lot of air defense. Because when they were built, there was no aircraft that could really do anything. They were too slow. So look at that. Look at the guns bristle. The ones on the side. See? So it does pretty good for probably air defense. As long as they all work. I mean, you don't have carriers in this thing yet, but when you do, there's going to be planes all over the effing place. And they don't always get through. And that's why, the other thing is, in the other game of World of Warships, the non-Legends one on PC, I think it is, they had the Des Moines class, and it has awesome air defense. It doesn't have 538s. It has 350s, and the new 350s, the Mark 33s. the Mark 33 350 is an awesome gun. Throws a 3-pound projectile out there, bigger than the Bofors. It was just an awesome gun, developed at the very last of World War II, because that's when the Des Moines class was pretty much developed and pounded out. Okay, well, we know Mr. Warspite. It's a nice little battleship. British. Flint. That's another 538 Mark 12 gun. Is it going to tell me that? It almost does. 127 millimeter Mark 32 Mod 12. It's probably the Mark 12 Mod 32. It's more like it. The mod being the mount, not the gun. And I got a 4.9 second reload. It's not as fast as the gearing, because the gearing's a rental. Alright, so where are we? The Alabama. Huh. Oh, yeah, that one's still in the red. I put that in Santa red. I put Massachusetts in the blue, but I had too many battles and it wore off. It's pretty much the same ship. And I got this particular ship because I wanted a South Dakota class battleship. And then when the Massachusetts came out, I'm like, I want the Massachusetts because I'm from Massachusetts and I've actually been on the ship. Okay, there's Alaska. And this ship is pretty good. It's a German ship. It's called the Scharnhorst. It's got 3 torpedoes on each side, which are very good with AI battleships because you can come up along something and give it a beating. And even though it's only got 11-inch guns, you can give something a really good beating and then come right up next to it and pound 3 torps into it. because it's not a bad yield on those torps. 13.7 is not bad. I mean, it's only got a 6K kilometer reach, but you're right up next to a battleship. It's not that far away. Like I said, it's the 283 millimeters, or about 11-inch guns. Secondary's pretty good. 105 millimeter, 150 millimeter. So I use the secondary thingy there. Scharnhorst. It's the Scharnhorst B. It's not really dressed as the Scharnhorst B right now, but I think this is a pretty cool camo. I'm not sure if I made that the permanent camo or not. Or a permanent camo for this particular ship. The German battleship, designed for raider operations and fighting cruisers, including battle cruisers. When Scharnhorst was built, she was faster than any other ship of her type. The rather small caliber of her main battery guns was her main drawback, but that was offset by her high rate of fire. And I believe the Duke of York, was that the ship that sunk it? Too bad. Yeah, well, too bad. It's a nice ship. I take it out quite a bit. Really, as far as printing money, when I say print money, I mean printing credits. It really pounds out credits every time you play. It's never minus. Because you can get right in there, and these secondaries are like awesome. Awesome. Let's see, the secondaries there. You get those two up at the top, just above the turret. There's two there. Those are pretty big caliber, and two in the front, and then two on the side. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pretty good sized guns that you can aim to the side. I mean, again, they're not 16-inch cannons, but it's a nice ship. It's nice for the game. Alright, now we get to Indy, West Virginia, Dunkirk, that's French. This is an interesting ship. All the cannons are in the front. I mean, it's got some sweet secondaries. Two there, and then this setup in the back is just awesome. But and you really hope they're kicking ass when you're getting chased by something. It's not a bad little ship. Take it out on occasion. There's been one game where I didn't even have to move, because I was in a great spot and all my cannons are in the front. Look at that deck. Look at the detail on that deck. For something that's really never seen in the game, other than it blowing up and turning over. Oh, look at that. You can see down that passageway. Right there. Huh. The only thing it's missing is people. There was one ship that I was looking at. It had like 15 friggin' first aid kits. Is that what it is? Yeah, right on the side there. See it? Like everywhere you look, there's a first aid kit. Nobody to get hurt. There's not a soul on board. What's that say? P-A-T-R-E. Huh. Is there one on this side? Oh, and there is one on that side. Oh, maybe it means maybe it's French for port and starboard. Interesting. And then that thing at the top there, can you see it? It looks like a clock. Now what that way is they had them on early battleships, American battleships. They had them on the front and on the back. It was because when the battleship's on a big line, and the ship in the front started shooting at something, they wanted to know which way their guns were pointing, and all they had to do is look at that, and it's not a clock. It's to show you which way the guns are pointing. So then they can just point their guns that way and start opening up. I mean, they wouldn't even have to have the same type of whatever radar or whatever that the other ship had. As long as they could see that, they could see where the fire was being directed. And they just would, everybody would turn their guns, and then the ship behind that and the ship behind that could also see the one in front of it, and everybody's clock would turn when the main guns turned. Now, I don't know if that happens with this, because I can't actually see it when I'm turning the guns. But that's what that thing is right there. It's to let the ship behind it know which way its guns are turned. I would probably have to have somebody else in the game to come up behind me and see if that clock turns. Is there one on the front? Yeah, there is one on the front. And on the side. Huh. Interesting. Oh, look at it. There's a small one down there. Might be just painted there. I mean, that's a small detail. All right. That's French. This one's Japanese. It's probably my only other Japanese ship other than the Yahagi. It's not a bad little battleship. I had the original, the Matsu, and then I got this in a package. It was called the Matsu B, and all it does, the B just means the black camouflage, the camo pattern on it. That's all. It's got 16.1 inch guns. It's got 2 torpedo tubes here, which are very fast reloading. At least with the commander I'm using, it's got a fast reload. The secondaries are really nice. They're all encased here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lower ones, and then 3 more, so that's 10. They're not designed to shoot up, so they wouldn't be for anti-aircraft. I think that would be anti-aircraft right there. And then one on the other side. And there's probably some up front. Yeah, there's one there, or a set of them. That would probably be more of an anti-aircraft. AA 350, 2 something, 2 inch, 4 inch. I don't see it in the stats. Artillery. It's 5 inch, 127 millimeters, 5 inch. Then it's got 20 of the 140. So that must be the 10 that I counted. That must be a 140 millimeter, and then the smaller ones are 127. So I don't know what 140 would be. 5 inch. Not 5 inch. 5 inch is 127. 6 inch, maybe? I don't know. Maybe we'll check when we get to the other the ship I'm looking for. Okay, so there's the Fletcher. Gave it that permanent camo there. I mean, it's either that or this. Where is it? Camo. Yeah, look at that. If you look real close, oh, he's gonna do a trick. Hey, if you look real close, there are little transformers inside the 5 inch guns. Now that one right there, he actually sits on during battle, as you go through battle. And let's get the regular torps. And then all the little 5-inch guns have little transformers inside them. Yay, huh? Yeah, it's supposed to be pretty good camouflage, but I don't know. I mean, I think I'd spot this thing from the moon. And this dude. Anything else? I think he waves. No, you're just gonna keep jumping on your hands. There he is. Hey, how you doing? Alright, well, we don't hardly play the Fletcher. And then we get the Baltimore. And we got the red, white, blue camouflage for the Baltimore. And here it is. The Worcester. Now, the Worcester was a cruiser that they built. Biggest heavy light cruiser ever built. You know, a heavy light cruiser. And it's similar to the Atlanta class, except it's using a 6-inch gun instead of the 538. And it's not too bad. It's got pretty good AA. I mean, those are all Bofors. Those are all 40 mil. No, is it? Is that a 40 millimeter? You know what? I think that might be the Mach 33. The one that I said was on the Des Moines. Because the Bofors usually come in a 4. But I can't get close enough to actually... But it does look like the 3-inch gun. Interesting. So maybe I'm going to have to look that up in the stats. Obviously. Ta-da! Alright. Let's look at this plane. Look at that, baby. What does it say? It says USS Montana on it. Really? Is that like a... Is that a hint? Huh. Because the Montana was never built. But 2 of these were. The USS Worcester and the USS Roanoke. Were both built. So yeah, there must be the 3.5s. But that's funny. On the plane that it says USS Montana. It says it on this side too. Ha 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 ha. Looks like a P-40 Flying Tiger. Alright, let's look at this baby again. Alright, let's see. We want to go to the stats. I want to see the guns. What do we got? Nope. That went all the way to armor. Let's go to artillery. What? No secondaries? Second list of secondaries? Alright, well, there is another way I can look it up, but it's not going to be online. They must be the, like I said, the Mark 33 350s. There's some videos on YouTube. If you look up the USS Salem, it'll because the Salem is a Des Moines class and it's a museum ship, and they have a loading video that'll show you both the 350 and the Mark 16 855 autos. The entire process. Just look it up. It's just look search YouTube USS Salem. Alright, well at least that's right. No, no, I guess, well, Mach 16. 152. So I guess 152, like I said before, was probably the 6-inch, and that's what the Worcester had. I'm not sure if it was a 653 or a 6 something else. You think I would know that, but no, no. Not every ship I knew. Alright, well. Let's see, entered service 1948, well after the war. You know, auto loaders. So like I said about excuse me, the rental ship. This is a rental ship. It will be removed from your account with the next update. I don't know when that next update is, but we're gonna beat on some AI ships. In the meantime, if not get sunk. In the meantime, alright, let's see. Can we see that up front? Yeah, you know what? I am gonna go with that. That's definitely the Mark 33 because I can see the ready ammo things in the background. You see the 5 or 6 things in a circle. Well, what they do is they pull the ammo out of the deck and they put it in a ready cartridge, so the person loading the machine, the clip into the gun, can have a ready shot every time. So he just grabs it, stuffs it in the top of the gun, and the gun can hold like 4 or 5 guns, 4 or 5 rounds. And what it does is it just feeds it in. The carriage feeds it into the gun, fires, and then the next one. It's a great mechanism. Like I said, look up the video on YouTube. USS Salem. All right. So this was another ship that I picked up in the campaign in a crate. It's not a bad little ship. I'd say it's some pretty good guns. It's Russian. Russian ships are usually pretty good because they want to cram everything that can possibly fire onto it. So we get those twin turrets there. The ones above them are probably anti-aircraft. And those there. So you get 8 secondaries on the side, and then the traditional 9 guns and a turret. No torps, just all might. All Russian might. It comes with the camouflage. And it was free, so I'm like, yeah, okay. And then I put that guy in charge and gave him a promotion. And because I don't have, other than the Arkhoknik, I don't have any other Russian. I think I have maybe like a tier 1 or a tier 2 Russian ship, which was also I think it's the Aurora, and it's just because it's a premium. You know, I think a gamer cries every time you sell a premium ship, you know. So I take that out occasionally. And then there's my Wyoming. And not a bad ship. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 guns. I think they're only 12-inch. But then, like, when they made the New York, which is the improvement, they took out 1 turret and then upped the caliber of the guns. Right, so there's the Omaha. It's okay, it's got a torps. It's not terrible, but not something I take out on a regular basis. And then there's that Arkhoknik. That's the this is the ship that they've been trying to do with some sort of advent calendar or something, I believe it's called. I couldn't follow it, and I couldn't get the link to download or whatever in my laptop. I just couldn't get to it. I mean, you know, have this in the game on a tab would be a lot easier than following some calendar online. So it's got decent set of torps, but they don't go very far. So you really got to get in close. This is something that you can get a good ship if you surprise it coming around a corner. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guns. They look like they're 653s to me, but that's a 653 American. And we'll just... $130. So, I mean, a 5-inch is a 127. So it's pretty close to being a 5-inch something. And see, torpedoes. Not bad on the damage, but 4.5 kilometers. I mean, obviously compared to the gearing, which is a legendary, allegedly, at 16.5. 4.5 is a short distance. In a big game where you're on the ocean, and I mean, it's a pretty calm ocean. It's like every battle is fought on an imaginary island in the Persian Gulf or the Arabian Gulf, wherever you happen to be. There, the water doesn't move, and it's only 600 feet deep. So, yeah. Can't even hide there in a submarine. So, I have all the other U.S. destroyers still. This was allegedly an experimental ship, although I'd never seen it before in the game. And I've seen a lot of ships. Alright, so let's forego the whole trip because I have 35 ships now. And let's get back to some actual gameplay. So I probably should take out this first, and not the Yahagi. Although I still need mission on the Yahagi. I need Commander XP, and that's it. I need 6,000 Commander XP with that, and then I get those 1,000 little ice chips at the bottom, which I then turn in for Santa gifts, because there's pretty much nothing else other than saving it for the Lenin. Yeah, I'm all set. 25,000 chips. No, I'm good. Now I bought out all the smaller Santa gifts. They were up for 400 ice chips a piece. And then there's some other ones you can buy, and some camo probably, and that's it. So yeah, all you get is every time you advance now above 120, you get ice chips. They give you 30 ice chips. Yeehaw! And then when they build up, you can bring them here and turn them in. See? Now I've already taken out that last one, the Super Santa or Secret Santa of last year or some fool thing. So I got 2730. I'm going to collect a few more, and then I'm going to buy these out, hopefully, before it disappears. Doesn't say, it says limited offer, but it doesn't say when the limited offer is up. I don't know if it just is up when you can stop getting things. I don't know. The thing is supposed to go on for like 6 weeks, but because I wallet worried the thing forward. Alright, there's the ship. It's a tier 7. It's a tier 7 ship. Okay? I mean, and again, it's got all the guns on the front. Get rid of that thing. All the guns in the front. 9 guns. The secondaries don't look too bad. There's 2 sets of secondaries. So you got 6 guns there. And you got another 6 on that thing, on those turrets, and then the other ones point up. So if the ones that are pointing up are usually for anti-air. And it does fire. I mean, there are some spotter planes and stuff that come up from the enemy, even though they are AI, and they do get shot down. See, there's another turret in the front there. The little anti-aircraft ones. So it looks pretty good, formidable. But yeah, I'm not saving 25,000 chips for it when I can clean out on something else, or hopefully get a ship out of a Santa crate. And I previously had some tabs left over. I think I had like 500 tabs, which I think turned into ice chips, because that's what allowed me to get the 3. Or at least the first 2. I got the Conqueror and the Gearing first, and then I went back and got the Worcester when I had more chips. So yeah. So other than that, the Santa camo, which how many camos you get? Ooh, 5. That's down to 350. I'd be able to get that. Bam, and then I'm gonna get these. So yeah. That's exciting, huh? And the Bureau. How's the Bureau doing? Alright, well, I'm getting closer to the California. I'm going to clean up that 5 spot today. But I definitely didn't have enough things behind it to let it do anything. Because I never got the thing. Was either the Iowa or the Wichita. And I don't have either one. Not that I'm not going to have the Iowa, but I just don't have it right now. I got to grind the crap out of the New York. All in AI. And then the next segment, yay! Then I got to go to 5 segments of that. And hopefully I'll have something that's going to help it along. And I got a tier 5 battleship, which, you know, I'm just going to throw on the pile because, you know, I have plenty of tier 5 battleships. And then this thing, this gigantic German battleship. Called the First. You can't really see it or show it to you because it's like one of those ships you can't check out unless you got it. But it's huge. And it's going to cost a lot of money to run. Like that rental ship. This thing, where is it? The Conqueror. It took 180,000 credits. Service charge. It's like, okay, you know. And again, that's why I didn't go all out with the upgrades, because I don't know where these upgrades are going once this ship gets taken from my port. Do they take it and leave the upgrades? Because that would be helpful. Because I got upgrades in that, and I got upgrades in the gearing. Even though the gearing ones were just ones that were already in my stock. I mean, I was like, I don't know what to really put into it. And then the Worcester, which is way down here. That's because it's not favorited. Ding. Then it'll be further into my pile. Worcester. I think it gives you the option to see it's either radar or plane. Radar is kind of useless if you're not playing against other people. I mean, it'll show the AIs, but you're going to run into them eventually, because AIs don't just huddle in the corner of the map. They actually come out and fight you. Alright, that's right. It didn't tell me the secondaries on the... Okay. Alright. Let's get this thing out onto a tray. Alright, so to be fair, I suppose we should take out the New York first. I got the secondaries on it for the upgrade. I have to get to the other things. Yeah, I could boost that. Boost that. Boost that. And then I'd be that much closer to the New Mexico. I have 34,000, and I would need 22,000. And then I'd have to pay for the upgrades. But again, I'd be that much closer to the New Mexico. Yeah. That would leave me with 12,000 greenies, which is fine because I don't really use them for anything other than this. So let's do that. Ding. And that brought me a little closer to 55. And now we can add some more money onto that. I think the next three things are all these three things here, so it's not like I'm going to get away from anything. So let's increase the speed. Targeting system, which isn't too bad at 12.5. And let's see, I want to see if the hull changes any when I do this. It's supposed to make it bigger or fatter or give it more hit points. I can't really tell if it did anything other than make the ship fatter. 49.1. They might have done something to this. I probably should have looked at this first. Alright. Alright, well. That's nice and maxed out. Now let's see if I can get myself sunk in a tier 4 game. This moment is brought to you by whatever I'm drinking. Give you a hint. America runs on it. Greetings and salutations. Now, what they did add is what those two circles mean, and that's how far you can see. The little blue eyeball, and then the little guns is how far your guns can reach. And I might as well just go straight into this, because why not? Heading for sea. Negative. Alright, so what do we got in front of us? The Queen Elizabeth. Oh, that's just pissa. I'm gonna slow down. And I missed. And there's another one right there. Mother puss buckets. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, I hit it. And I hit it again. Yeah, baby. Where's that one going? Is there anybody in front of me? I know that destroyer's right there, but I would really rather not get hornswaggled by the Queen Elizabeth. We've been spotted. Keep taking care of that bay heron. Well, that destroyer's running from torps. Oh, he's done. Yeah, the problem is sometimes that they'll give us AIs, and the AI gets sunk really fast. Oh, who's shooting at me over there in that smoke? Yeah, mother bleeper. Oh, see, this is how this can go really bad really quick. And I can piss that thing off. And it's like nobody here. Nobody but me. And it's probably best. I mean, I could turn and start moving towards it. Even ram the thing, but there's just no escaping this thing. I don't usually do this because now look at you can look at the map. Everybody else is on the other side of the map. And the only way I can bring my other guns around is to show this thing broadside. And that's probably not a great idea. Alright, running with scissors. That increases my armor penetration. Oh, well, it didn't, that wasn't too bad. Come on. Ah, what is that? What am I throwing? Firecrackers at this guy? Secondaries. The ship is on fire. Turn, shoot it. Oh, can you see, like, you know, the guns are right there. Shoot it. Ah. Throwing potatoes at him. I am throwing potatoes. Oh, somebody else is shooting at me. Well, that's just dandy. Come on. Oh. Yep. Somebody else got a good shot in. The ship is on fire. I can't even see the goddamn other ship. I can't see my target. Oh, there it is. Oh, you're killing me. Killing me. It's a good thing I don't really have to finish the match. Oh, wouldn't be torpedoes. Ay, ay, ay. you kill. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Throw that thing on. Because you know it's going to go off in a second. Oh, you're almost dead. Oh, something else is shooting at me. Oh, you bastard. Yeah, I'm done. Torpedoes to starboard. Well, I didn't get the torpedoes. Yeah, well, there you go. The mighty New York is now sinking. Big giant holes in it. Now we get to see what the ship looks like on the bottom. Because I'll dwell here for a minute. Very disturbing. So we never lost a... Not in battle anyway. Oh, that one broke in half. There you go. Not a pretty sight. Alright, well, what we can do is this. We can go freestyle. Now, as long as my comrades there can see the ship, I'll be able to see the ship. But other than that, it's 2 battleships and 2 destroyers versus 2 battleships, a cruiser, and a destroyer. Or I can go back to port. But it's nice to watch a game. You know, now that they're forced to be a team. I don't know what the hell that thing's doing. Is that the Arctic? No, Matsuki. No, he's going backwards. The other one's going forward. Bayherd, and it was the other one. There was another one over here. Yeah, if you... Oh! There he is. Queen Elizabeth, the one I tried to beat the snot out of. Here he comes. Here comes the Matsuki now. Come on, whoever loses the next ship is gonna probably lose. Play, action. Torpedoes. Heading for the battleship, Queen Elizabeth. And they're gonna take the whole lot. Oh, 2. Took 2. Alright, you only got 1 left. Gangbang Queen Elizabeth here in the wall. Nice. Ooh, a milestone. Yay, ice chips. Yay. Well, that was. I didn't sink anything, but I hit a lot of things. I think I had a lot of the boosters on too. Yeah. Again, didn't sink any. Did pretty good though. Economy. See, no, I gained. Now the ship service on a Tier 4 battleship is obviously only 15,930. And I had boosters on everything else. Epic boosters, rare global boosters, and commander boosters. And I can check on my progress. Win a battle. Ding, break the ice. Breaking the ice, so is that going to be an everyday thing? Dun, dun, dun. And then the daily boost in 2 battles. Make it to the top 4 of the team by XP received. Clearing a path. Oh, I thought I cleared that path. Maybe that's an everyday thing, so you can pound through the help you pound through the campaign a little quicker. Interesting. Alright, let's return to port. So that is the USS New York, Tier 4 battleship, which I have now advanced, so it's a little closer to 55. All I have to do, if you look up in the left-hand corner, was this battleship 29,480 and 55,000. I have to get to 55,000 before I can get to the New Mexico. And that's the only thing that's up on the tier, on the tier. See, so I did across the destroyers, I did the cruisers, both lines, and now I'm working my way up to the Iowa. Well, I guess I can check out the Iowa. Stats. 16K. It's not that AP isn't anything. Well, at least that's the standard. You know, you change it by maneuvering which command you put behind. But I've got 2 different skins. Permanent skins for the Iowa. I'm going to have the red, white, and blue one. And then there was a skin that came out in Halloween that I got for it. You know, I didn't have a choice. It just came in a crate. Here you go. Good luck getting the ship. Okay, so the Iowa is a 406 MK7. That's true. It is a Mark 7 406 millimeter main gun. 1650. And then the secondaries isn't correct again. It is a 127 millimeter. It's a Mark 12. It's probably a Mark 12 Mod 32 mount, I believe, is the mount for that, for the Iowa class, because that was, again, they when they built the mounts for the South Dakota class, they were, you know, new, so to speak, new design, new everything. And then as they went along, they started developing better ones. So the ones that are on the Atlanta, and the ones that are on the Gearing, and the ones that are on the Iowa are all slightly different. They just improved them. You know, they're just improved versions of the ones that are on the earlier ships that were built in 41 and 40, which was the South Dakota, North Carolina. I don't think the Colorado class has it. I don't believe so. I think they still had the 525s. Because that was an early built ship. It's not a bad ship. It's just it was designed and built with nothing, no limitations. The North Carolina class and the South Dakota class, even though they don't look the same, and even though they're not the same length, they are the same. I got a ship under the water. They are the same size as far as weight. They both are 35,000 tons. And so the Iowa class came along, and it was just, they stretched it out. They could get better guns on it. Well, not better guns. As it turns out, the 1645s are actually better for deck penetration when fired. It's just for the low velocity, it just made them give a better punch than the higher ones, which are the 1650s. And then the Iowa class would have had, what, 12 1650s? It would have had another turret in the back. Alright, well that's the Iowa. So I'm going to move that way up there. I got this one and that one. And that one's not that far behind. Those are 14-inch guns, I believe. And again, these purchase prices, you look at the thing, purchase price, 2.4 million credits. And that one, 9 million credits. And that one is 18 million credits. That's just, yeah. It's more than I got at the moment. And then they added this thing here on the tree. The premium tree. So of the premiums, in the tree anyway, I have the Alabama and the Dunkirk over here. Because I also have the Warspite because the Warspite I have is the Warspite B, it's not going to be listed here. And then I have the Matsu B, and it's not going to be listed here. And I prefer the Flint over the Atlanta. But these are ones you can purchase. It just gives you a place where you can go and purchase it. Alright, I think we're done with everything. Yeah, we must go back and play a game. Boring, listen to me talk. Yeah. Alright, well, let's take out this. Why not? We've already passed the mission for it. So we're just gonna go out and shoot things. Not every day you can take to Massachusetts out for a cruise. In fact, it's not any day you can do that. I don't think it's moved in a long time. Now, at my other job, I met this person who had broke down, and we're talking about things because he had a hat that said talked about the Navy, and so if they talk about the Navy, I want to hear about it. So he said he had worked at the shipyard in Boston, where they took the big, huge Massachusetts propellers off the ship. And he was showing me pictures. It's got 4 big blades on it because it is a fast battleship. Who's this next to me? I can't see the ship. Crabs. Yeah, it's an AI. So I'm gonna go out over here because they tend to come out in front of me here where that lion's head is. And that guy right there, Shear, he's another AI. You can see it because he's got 2 dots in the front of his name and 2 dots in the back of his name. And it's kind of a plain, common name. It doesn't really... But that's how you can tell it's AI. So it's AI versus AI, and you can pretty much count them as being militia because they're definitely not where they're supposed to be. I always shoot AP, so shooting at destroyers is kind of pointless. No, is it gonna miss him? Ooh, just picked him off. Torps. My secondary is blazing away. Watch over that other set of torps coming across. My fires are opening up on them. I'm going to go ahead and throw the secondary switch. Ooh, I got him.
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser.
Oh, the rounds are my 5s. Oops, they're shooting at the other side of the ship. Come on, come on. Turn for me, baby. Running with scissors, or you're toast now. Come on, baby. Oh, come on. You're done.
Enemy cruiser foundered.
Throw that link there. Where are we going? Where are we going? Oh, the friggin' Vanguard. Are you...
Taking the lead.
The ship is on fire. Problem solved, sir.
Come on, baby. Oh, there's all kinds of ships here.
The ship is on fire.
Yeah.
Bullseye.
Ooh, sorry. I was about to say, F you. F you, man. A little help would be nice. Come on, give me my... Ah, come on!
Problem solved, sir.
Yes!
Enemy battleship destroyed.
What a fantastic game. Alright, ice chips. Ooh! That was my highest total damage. And destroyed. And that went off of a Kraken. Of course, you don't get the Kraken medal in AI, but still. Not a bad game. 45 hits with the main guns. And 179 hits with the secondaries. And I've got this built around the secondaries. I got all my things, everything's geared towards the secondaries. And they perform. Alright, so what do we get for the team result? Oh, well, guess who's on the top? And then we can see the AIs. You can see that the crab, the one that passed me, and then the shear was the one on the other side, and they both got sunk. And then the two Myokos got sunk, but they at least took 2 people with them. Not people, but AIs. Other AIs. Yeah, so it was only the 5 of us, to sign up at the end there. Sank one, but didn't really perform all that well. So there you go. And then the economy, see, now this isn't bad. The ship service is 113,000, and I managed to come up with a profit of 18,000 credits, which is really good for a tier 7 anything, because tier 7s just eat credits for ship service. It's fun to take them out. And same with the legendaries. Legendaries are massive, 180,000. just to take the ship out. So if you don't produce with it, you can't compensate. You can't. You're gonna lose credits, and you need credits. There you go. The USS Massachusetts with 132 total damage. It's not the highest. I've gotten over 200 in the AI, but that was fun. Yeah, it was fun. Glad I didn't get sunk on that one. See, we had an Iowa, but they didn't do anything. Well, the destroyer did something. The sign-up got something. And the two AIs got something. Alright, we're done. Let's go back to port. Return to port. What's this one? Oh, let's check that out. Credits, credits, credits. See, I'm just getting more credits as we move, so it doesn't... Moving the New York ahead was a fine idea. And I gotta get credits there, so clearing a path, I should... Whatever ship I'm taking, I should add a flag for credits. Yay, Massachusetts. Alright, so I guess we're gonna take this thing out. I'm gonna add the credit thing. And guess what? It would be very appropriate for me to fly the Massachusetts flag on the Worcester. Because it is from, you know, it is named after Worcester, Massachusetts, so, you know. So that would be appropriate on the Worcester. And now we're going to go to credits, because credits is clearing the path. We might as well do that while we're doing other things, right? Yeah. Alright, we looked at that. Let's take her out. Now we got William Sims running the thing, even though it's a cruiser. I was supposed to modify a couple things before I actually went out, but yeah. Yeah. That's okay. The commander sometimes doesn't matter. It's really what's in the ship and how you fire the guns and which way do you point them. Pointing them is very important, because you could fire guns all day and not hit anything. I think my highest hit in a game was with the Flint, and I got 322. So this is the USS Worcester with the USS Montana plane on it. Alright, we're over here at sea. I'm usually...
Let's give them a hard time.
Let's give them a hard time. Alright. I'm game. Usually if you see the rental, then it's definitely not AI. That one's AI. That cash can't. This thing next to me, Inno77. Anything with a number in it usually isn't. Like Yosemite Sam, that's obviously not AI. That's not AI. That's not AI. That is AI. I'm going as this way. Because I want to bring all guns to bear, and I want to get behind this frickin' island. Oh, yay, it's the Iowa! Oh, joy. Joyest of joys. I don't see any planes yet. Oh, looks like he's pointing right at me. I get AP, don't I? This is probably going to be worthless. Oh, I got some hits on him. Oh, that was not nice. What the hell was that? The Iowa? Yeah. No, we need to turn this way. We need to turn away from this battle. This is... Thanks. Thanks for letting me know that. Wow. Oh yeah, that's absolutely pissing that thing off. Yep, there you go. Kiss me right back. And then when I meet him on the other side here, yeah, gonna give me some 1250 special. Same with the Iowa. They're all gunning for me. Nobody likes me, everybody hates me. I think I'll eat some worms. Why am I turning? I want to turn back. Yeah, definitely not the ship to go running off in. Now there, here comes that frickin' Iowa. Over there. You. Come on, kill that thing. Dead in the water. Yeah, come on. Come on. Give me one kill. Thank you. Come again. Yeah. Now they're all after me. And I'm heading for the border.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Come on, start a fire. It's the only hope I'm ever gonna get a point. Here we go. Set another fire. Burn, baby, burn.
Hit trigger twice really quick and it shoots all guns.
Fighter airborne.
Oh, somebody said something on the, Surprised Alaska hasn't ripped me a new one. Oh, they're shooting at somebody else. Meanwhile, back at the ranch. Yeah!
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser.
That's how it's done.
Yikes. Yeah, this is what the iOS thinks me. Well, it was nice while it lasted. Oh, he's gonna shoot at somebody else. Come on, last ship. Where's everybody else? Shoot at this thing. I got like no health. 930 in health. No, you guys gonna come in after I'm dead. Well, we're shooting at somebody else. I suppose if it should have changed over to AP, but... That's it. Ram him! Ram him! Yes! I didn't sink. How many shots did I land? Ooh! Oh, look at that! Look at that! 356 shots landed. Yeah, that's more than the Flint I had. Wow. Yeah, that's a nice that was a nice game. Now we're gonna see all the different things. See where we are there. 356, man. I'm just absolutely laying shots into that battleship. Doing circles. Well, not the battleship, the Alaska. The cruiser. Didn't get to kill, but it was some dance. Alright, where are we? Alaska. Not bad, not bad. I made it the top 4. And then I only paid out the ship service was 158,000, and I got a profit of 6,000 credits, which is good. It's plus. Anything plus is good. Then you're not bleeding through credits every time you take out a legendary, even if it's a rental. So yeah, nice number, nice number. 356. And then there was some progress with the weekly winnings for the legendaries, because currently I have 3 legendary rentals and 1 legendary Alaska. And I'll have, oh, excuse me, I'll have the first and the yeah, the first that'll be coming along next month or so. Alright, so where are we? Worcester, New York, Massachusetts. I suppose we should take out the gearing. I'm not a big destroyer thing, and I'm probably going to get destroyed in it, but and give me the opportunity. And seeing that this is the JPJ to me, the JPK to me, we're gonna put the flag. I just think that's so funny that you can fly it on any ship. Only American ships. Alright, so we're looking for boosters, so we're gonna go with that. Right? Is that where we are? Missions? Alright, those things are done in standard battle, and I probably won't be going in there, though you never know. What's this? Breaking the ice. Win a battle. Yeah, this was yesterday. But I guess I'm just gonna do this every day and just keep pounding out things there. Let's see. Because each 25 is each level on the overall campaign. Win a battle, so it's all just win a battles. When you get free gizmos. And then this one is clearing a path, which is also done in AI. 21,000 credits, global XP, regular XP, and you're getting pushed along through the campaign as you do it. But because I already pushed myself through the campaign as far as you can go, normally, to 120, I'm getting ice chips. 30 ice chips. Could be more. That'd be nice. Then I'd be able to have enough for the Lenin, but yeah. I have 2,790 ice chips. Currently. Which I won't be getting the Lenin with. I'm probably just gonna do that. Super Santa 20. And it's probably gonna be junk. Right? So what do I need? I need 2,500 to get 2 of them. So let's get 2 of them. Let's just do that as an example. Okay? We're going to do that as an example, because we're not really saving them for anything, right? What's the point of getting them later? Oh, I can only get that once? Well, shiver me timbers. That better be worth it. Oh, yeah, that's it, huh? Yeehaw! 375,000 credits, which is okay. And then these stupid things, the promotional orders. 10? Are you kidding me? Oh, there you go. There's your crates. There's your great crates. Now, there's no other crate you can buy with the chips. Nope, just camouflage. Forged in combat. Bosses Los. Oh, that has a mission attached to it. What's the mission? You can receive 1 reward completing all tasks in this mission. Mission expires in 1 month. Now, the question is, the mission, can you do the mission in AI? That's my dilemma. I don't I know. You know what? Do I have anything else to buy? Absolutely not. So let's buy it. Ding. Forged in combat. Ding, ding, ding. Alright. Let's go see what it is. Let's go see what it is. Now, where is it? It would be right there. And you can do it in AI. Yeehaw! Tactical exercise. Win 10 battles. So that could be in any ship. And it's a personal mission. Dun, ta, da. Win 10 battles. Doesn't say if there's more than one mission, or... That's it? Win 10 battles and win a universal thing? Yay. Well, alright. Alright, so we're taking out gearing, and we got Halsey. Now, I only picked that particular one because I didn't want to pay for the other one. But this one will make the ship go faster. And I don't know if it doesn't go fast enough as it is. I think the ship is pretty much sunk if it gets hit, so I don't think that's... So, you know what? Let's just do that. We sold the other thing, so it didn't cost that much. And let's see what happens to Mr. Speed here. Maximum speed 37. I think that's what it was, wasn't it? That helped a lot. Alright, let's take it out. Again, not a big fan of destroyers, but I did grind the snot out of them to go up the tree, so... What I'm not going to do is run right out there and blow smoke, and then get drop torps, and then get sunk. That's usually what happens. So I'm going to find a battleship and make friends. Alright. So we have 3 battleships on our side. One is right there, it's the Iowa. And then he's got a Cleveland, but it's AI. Yeah, what the hell is that? What's it gonna show? No. And I have a battleship. Oh, the Massachusetts? Oh, I would love to take care of you, buddy.
Battle starts.
Back this baby up. Is he flying the Massachusetts flag? Okay, that Baltimore is not AI. gonna turn in. Oh, look, it's just like the Smith going through the wake of the South Dakota. Oh, except the splash isn't as big.
Smoke generator started.
Woo!
Enemy destroyer sunk.
Smoke screen set.
Our team is taking the lead.
What's that? What's that? What's that? It's a Yahagi. Haven't even dropped any tops yet. Engine boost activated.
Engine boost activated.
I don't know what that ship in front of me is going to do. I don't want him getting away in my torpedoes. Turn, 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 turn. Ooh, got something. Oh, you missed all my torpedoes. Ooh, something is railing me. Oh, I'm gonna die here.
The ship is on fire.
Yeah. Ooh. We got this.
Our team is taking the lead.
Now AI runs into islands quite a bit. It's almost like they don't see them there. They can see the enemy on the other side, and they just turn and run right into it. You want your 3 battleships? Where are you guys? Hiding back here. Here's the Iowa. And the Massachusetts. Oh yeah, I can fit my ship through there, right? No problem. Absolutely. I like this map. Ooh, what did we take out? Did we take out the big ship? Yeah, we did. Oh yeah, look out the Baltimore. Oh, he's got nothing to do. He can't hide. He ran into that island one more time. Nope, this one's gonna get him. This one here. The Odin's gonna rip him a new one. What? Only has 6,000 damage? Ooh, boom. Good job, Odin. What? As far as games go, that was pretty lame. Yay. That was the weekly thing. You gotta win 5 battles with legendaries. And until this campaign, I only had 1. Oh yeah, look at that. He's at the bottom of the list with 2 kills. You know what that says? That says steel. It's got steel written all over it. Alright. See? Look at that. Ship service for the gearing. 156,000. And they ended up losing 98,000. Gaining on the other things, but yeah. Yeah. That was not pleasant. Alright, so what did I... Oh, I needed credits, right? Alright, that's not going to be on there. I don't think it's going to do the credits on this one. I don't think the legendaries... There's no point in... Because the legendary stuff doesn't collect like the other stuff does. There's no point in having this, because it's not going to contribute. Alright, well, we on? We are on. Massachusetts, New York. And I think that was it for the new ships. Other than this Russian ship here. That's the Baltimore, Fletcher. I guess it's this one. It's not terrible. Tier 6 games. So let's take it out just for the hell of it. It is a new ship of mine. I'm also going to take out the Yahagi. I have more missions in the Yahagi I have to do. So I do like the ship. It's just it's a little column A, little column B. That's just not. I'm not really comfortable with foreign ships unless it's a Sharn horse. Ding. Poltava. I always forget. It's either Polava or Poltava. And who do we got here? Operated seal. Well, that's a real person. And that's a real person. Let's go out there and see what we can shoot at. Oh, they're over here. Charles Martel. Oh, he's not quite in range. And they do light up like that when they are in range. And I missed. He's behind that island. I'm gonna take a shot at you just to piss you off. I'm gonna shoot an armored. Oh, bam. Should have saved it for the Martel. Battleship over here. Ruh-roh. Secondary is coming into effect. Kick his ass. Oh crap. I'm gonna have to turn and shoot at these guys. Slow down, don't want to catch the Nagato that quick.
Bullseye.
Alright, I got the Nagato in front of me. Nice. Well, now I can turn and shoot at these guys. Ah, it went right over the ship.
Our victory is in sight.
Ooh, that was a good hit. Come on, baby. Everybody's shooting at you. Oh, he's gonna torp him. Damn! Sometimes I wish it was just a battle between guns and no torps were gonna ruin everything. Ding! Yay, ice chips. Oh, bureau trials. Push that first along. Alright. Win a battle. Not bad. for a Russian battleship. And we didn't have any AI at all, did we? We did not. Not a terrible ship. It's just dwelling in terrible ship land. Okay, so the Yahagi. I need, I think it's commander points for this particular segment. And he's 12K. Now I changed it over to him. But this guy has Torpedo Safari. And Torpedo Safari will make your torpedoes go further. Allegedly, yeah, 13 kilometers instead of 12. So let's take out him. We are headed for A. All systems go. That destroyer is an AI. Mutsaki. And he's gonna go straight. Ships usually appear literally right there. And there's one right there. Popped up out of the ocean. And another. And another. Take a pot shot. See if I hit anything. Yay. No? Yay? No? Yes. No? No. Missed. Now here I'm gonna drop torps. Hopefully my ship isn't gonna get in the goddamn way. He missed my torps. He's gonna die soon. Oh, are you kidding me? Oops.
Engine boost deactivated.
Team has taken the lead. Enemy battleship foundered.
That's how it's done.
Yay, milestone! Yay! 30 more chips. Alright. Commander, 2700. That's a fun chip. Got good torps. And I ended up with 40 plus on the credits. Anytime it's a plus in the credits, it's a great game. Let's see, 2 destroyed, 1 flooding. Not shabby, not too shabby at all. That's what we're doing right there for the 1,000 chips that I can't really do much with. So, 1 second. What am I thinking? It's clearing a path. No, that's breaking the ice. It's battling giants. Oh, that has to be in standard. Standard. Oh, that's escort cruiser. Alright, well, I don't know where clearing a path is, but... I think it's with credits. So we're gonna bring up credits. You can always use credits anyways when you're taking out something that has a high service charge. The triple credits or any credits, that's probably your best bet because that's going to counteract any negative credits that it takes away from you. Okay, so we can see under Willis Lee that this is about the secondaries. That's about the secondaries. It's got great secondaries to begin with. And then that's for the secondaries. So they are super enhanced, especially when I'm in the middle of something and they're just like 2 destroyers on either side of me pounding away. Now let's see if a destroyer adopts me like I did Massachusetts in the previous. When I had the gearing. And standard gameplay is much different. The other ships are more apprehensive about coming out and dueling it out because they're gonna get focused real quick. And that's when all the ships are firing at them. Nobody wants that. Oh, is this the same map? Oh, goody. Guess where we're headed. Oh, alright. Well, you can also tell by the camouflage that that is not an AI. The rentals, the black ships.
Action stations.
Yeah, we're going that way. We're going to point our guns this way. Oh, we're definitely going to A, but we're going around this rock first. And all them ships are going to be right there. Oh, there's one. The Vanguard. Hey, you know what? And I think he's appearing pretty close to the friggin' A. I think I can hit that way out there. Let's watch. Ooh!
Enemy heavily damaged.
I citadeled the Colorado from that distance. Yee. Yeah, he's not happy. No, not happy at all. See, that's a nice group. Oh, plummet him. Ah. Oh, there's some torps over there heading this way. I will avoid them like the plague. Like the plague on Sunday. How about you, Zara? You want a couple of freaking broadsides?
Our team is taking the lead.
Oh, I missed it. That's not nice. But I am going to finish off this Colorado.
Our team is taking the lead.
Taking A. Ooh, he took him out. Oh, at the end of that. Well, that mission's almost done. That one citadel. One citadel. We get from 15 kilometers away. I wasn't even really aiming for a citadel. I mean, from that distance. 16 each round. Alright, what was the thing? Icebreaker trials complete. Clearing a path. That's it. It's credits. I knew it was something. I'll get 75 for that one. Like I said, it's every 25 is another level. $141. Alright, well that's the update. I'll make another one when I get to the California, or maybe even one sooner, like tomorrow. I gotta work tomorrow from 12 noon to 9 o'clock at night. About 9:30 by the time I close. And yeah. Probably make one tomorrow night. Tomorrow morning. At least tomorrow night. It's like my sleek baby right there. And it's funny that we can put that Massachusetts flag on any ship. But it's just going on this, the Worcester, the gearing, only because the gearing could be the JPK. I don't think it really does anything other than appearance. And the last thing you do is, well, they usually roll over and sink. They don't usually sink sitting up. Alright, well, I had some pretty good games. We're probably just going to end it right here. Did I cover all the ships I listed? Maybe. Alright, well, fair winds and following seas.